Gay, the Outdoors Diva, and I'm here with your next adventure. Today I'm going to tell you all about a bucket list item I recently checked off, and it might be on yours too. I'm going to tell you all about what it's like to swim with whale sharks. That's right, I'm going to tell you where to do it, what the experience is like, and everything you need to know to plan this adventure for yourself. So come along with me for your next adventure as I tell you everything you need to know about swimming with the biggest fish in the ocean. Whale sharks can be anywhere from 18 to 33 feet. They really are the biggest fish in the ocean. The first time we ever saw one was at the Georgia Aquarium 10 years ago, and my son went absolutely nuts. So what a privilege it was to be able to bring him to Baja, Mexico, and swim with these sharks in real life. Our journey begins aboard the Safari Voyager, one of the ships in the fleet of ships for UnCruise Adventures. As we sail through the Sea of Cortez, one of the stops is from La Paz, and they take you out to a protected area that's actually a national park. This is where you find the whale sharks, and they do a great job of keeping them safe and regulating how many boats and how many people can be in the water. You take turns in small groups and you jump into the water, and you're supposed to swim alongside these massive fish. Let me tell you, it's a workout because as strong as these animals are, just a small flick of that dorsal fin and they take off. But what a treat once you get underwater and see these majestic animals for yourselves. We had absolutely perfect visibility this day in the water, and it was a sight to behold. Now, some people wanted to know if there's any danger swimming with these sharks. Not really. They feed on plankton just like whales, which is how they get their name. They don't have teeth. They don't have any interest in eating you, but they are massive animals, and they can do some serious damage with that tail if you're not careful. The sharks we encountered on this day were 3 different ones, but they were all juveniles, the largest of which was about, we're guessing, 26 feet long. It was massive. Even to see it from above and see it next to the boat gives you a really good perspective of just how big these animals are. The depth of the water in this area was probably about 10 to 15 feet. It wasn't super deep at all. Now, it wouldn't be me if I didn't tell you the whole truth. And the truth is, this is a workout and it's not for the faint of heart. So here's footage of my very first time jumping in the water. As you can see, I'm swimming along and I'm like, where's the whale shark? I'm looking. Suddenly I start to see this massive shadow approach me. Boom, whale shark, literally right beneath me. I let out a few expletives and completely panicked. I didn't do anything the guide told me to do. I was supposed to keep swimming forward. As soon as I saw his mouth, all I saw was a giant animal and I froze. I also got whacked with his tail and I had a bruise and it hurt for probably a good 2 weeks. But the second dive, I did much better. I was in the position that I was supposed to be in and I was able to get a good glimpse of the shark. But this is a workout because even though it looks like they're swimming in slow motion, they're not. They are moving extremely fast, and so to keep up with them, it is a workout. We alternated groups, taking turns doing different dives. I opted not to go in for a third time because I was just absolutely exhausted. My son loved it. He had an amazing time. He's asking if we can come back and do this again. And honestly, I would love to. I kind of feel like I need to redeem myself. Sometimes you get lucky and you get one that just wants to be lazy and lay about and you don't have to swim much at all. My son got lucky with his last dive and he was able to just swim alongside this one who was really just chilling, not doing much at all. Now, when we did this, it was one of the excursions included with our cruise. It's actually the reason that I chose this itinerary. But you are able to go directly to La Paz and do this directly with the outfitters for under $200 per person. And they use local guides. These people have dedicated their lives really to the health and protection of these majestic creatures. So you can feel good knowing about in this place that they really do it right. I know in other parts of the world they do this in Puerto Vallarta, that you can also swim with these animals in the Maldives and in the Philippines. I'm not sure about that experience, but I know in Baja it was amazing. So I want to know, tell me in the comments, is swimming with whale sharks on your bucket list? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.